Good morning, welcome back. Today, our Black History Month profiles showcases two living legends of law enforcement.
Yeah, while the current debate, as you know, about policing is all about defunding forces, especially in the black community, there was actually a time when that same community celebrated law enforcement.
More than 60 years after they patrolled these very streets, two of the first black police officers in Miami returned to Overtown, reflecting on their legacy and this landmark, the first black police precinct.
How important do you think this was in helping people, in saving lives, black lives, back then?
Oh, that would be countless. I mean, that would be countless. There were a lot of lives saved by having black officers there. Because most times we were on the scene. It wasn't like you had to go somewhere. I mean, if we got a call, it was in 3 or 4 blocks that we were there.
In the midst of the Jim Crow era here in Miami, the city, after a lot of public pressure and complaints about white officers, hired its first black police officers.
They had guys like Cowboy, and he patrolled the whole black area.
Miami's black population at the time, roughly 40,000 residents. The white officers would often round up residents on bogus charges and abuse the residents and their powers. Understandably, those first black officers and this precinct were greeted as heroes.
When they opened this precinct here, and reading the history of it, there were a black parade that came right down the street here with banners and all that. Welcome, black police.
When it opened?
Yeah.
Wow.
When they opened this precinct, welcome, black police, and because they'd really been misused and mistreated by the white, to be honest, by the white cops who were policing them before black police officers came.
These two local policing legends got their start in these halls. Otis Davis became the city's first black homicide detective, and Clarence Dickson, our first black police chief. But it wasn't an easy road to success. Dickson was the first black to attend the police academy.
The police chief at that time had said in the newspaper that when they were trying to get blacks in the academy, that would be a waste of money. They can't cut my academy. If you want black police officers, you got to get them off the street and then give them the training that we're offering them, because they can't cut my academy.
Dickson not only made the academy's cut, but he soared through the ranks, first at this precinct and through the department, becoming chief. The Black Precinct, now a museum, has an entire section devoted to Chief Dickson, one of his trademark hats on prominent display.
Do you guys consider yourselves or realize that you're policing pioneers?
Yeah, we are.
You are?
Yeah, we are.
You realize it?
Yeah.
A number of self-taught tactics practiced in the Black Precinct, now part of the training for all Miami police officers.
George Floyd!
Would George Floyd or Breonna Taylor or Mayor Locke be alive right now if there were some black precincts?
The frank truth, maybe. The chances would be increased tremendously that they would be alive. It worked then. I believe that there would be a reduction in the number of shootings and stuff like that if we took on the programs that would would send more black officers into the black communities.
The lessons of generations ago, offering a potential solution to today's problems.
And Chief Dickson was recently honored by the city with the police academy named after him. He's 86 years old. The other is 91. They were
Incredible,
sprite,
yeah.
very alert.
Sharp, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, and so in
Yeah.
tuned with everything that's going on right
They really
now.
made a difference. They sure did. Great story.